What's going on, YouTube? It's Friday. It's the 7th. This is a video about what went wrong at the engine shop. So, I'm sorry, first of all, I didn't drop a video on Tuesday. And the reason is because I was so tired and beat up from hosting Thanksgiving at my house on Thursday. Now, if you're not from the States, if you're watching this video, Thanksgiving was this past week on Thursday. And I hosted it at my house. I had like, I don't know, almost 20 something people here, family, friends. And so I was tired as hell. Like, I usually shoot these videos inside my vintage trailer in my backyard. I'm in my bedroom. Like, my camera's set up on my bed right now, on a table, basically, on a TV dinner type of thing. Anyways, back to the video. I was so burnt out that I was just like, you know what, I'll make the video like last minute on Tuesday. Well, that didn't happen. Got a call Monday from Rocket over at Rocket Motorsports, and he had some news for me. He's like, hey, you know what's going on, Billy? Got a problem. What's the problem, dude? He's all, your crank is shot. And I'm like, whoa, what's wrong with the crank? And he's all, basically it's warped. It's gotten warped from the rods or whatever. Spun bearing type shit. Okay, cool. He had another crank, luckily, so I told him, alright, cool, I'll buy that crank. I believe that was Monday. Tuesday he calls me up. And he's like, dude, I got more bad news for you. And I'm like, what else, dude? Like, what else could be wrong? Like, is the head messed up? Like, what's going on? He's like, oh, no, the head's fine so far. He goes, I really haven't messed with the head too much. He goes, right now it's being hot tanked, you know, it's being cleaned. But your block's toast. And I'm like, my block's toast? How's the block toast? Like, I know blocks can get destroyed, they can get warped. A lot of things can happen to them. But, like, I was curious because when I picked this motor up for my buddy, now I bought this motor, two complete motor and transmissions for my buddy. He pulled this from a running car. The guy was like his daily commuter before he did a motor swap for him. He did a B series like everybody. He pulled out the single cam, put in a B series. And the car ran fine. We compression checked it. Perfect compression. I mean, it ran good. But when he told me about the crank, it was like, okay, cool, whatever. But now he sent me photos of the rods. The rods were so like crisp, like burnt. It looked like somebody took oil. It looks like somebody took the connecting rods, the bottom of the connecting rods where they connect to the crank, bathed them in oil, and then took a blowtorch to them and just baked the oil onto these things. I mean, I've never seen rods like this in my life, and I've been through a few motors in my time, and I've never seen this in my life. Like, they were destroyed. So the crank was warped, which warped the valley where the crank sits. You could machine that only so much, and then basically starts, you know, for boost and all that. Like, I want something that's perfect. I don't want something that is going to be way uneven and wobbling around. So, time to find another block. So, he sends out like a message to all the other engine builders. You know, one of his friends says, hey, you know, yeah, I got a block. So, I got a block from him now. So, Rocket picked up that block from this guy. So, Rocket's building the motor now. So, it kind of like pissed me off. And you know what? Like I said, I'm not a YouTuber. I don't depend on making these videos to make money. So instead of like a lot of those guys, you know, they'll just make a video and be like, all right, whatever, you know, we'll just deal with it and push through it. I'm not that way. Like, this thing is not paying my bills. So I got pissed off. I really didn't want to like make the video. So today's Friday. I'm making the video now. And I actually recorded this video beforehand, and the battery died as I was doing stuff for the video. So I apologize now, because I try to like do the whole unboxing stuff like live and legit with you guys. So I did start to do it, then the battery died, and I'm not going to edit, and so I'm just going to do one continuous shot. So I reshot this video. I basically got some stuff in the mail. I got the AEM AFR and the AEM oil pressure gauge. Got these in the mail a couple days ago. Actually got a lot of boxes in the mail. When I started this build, I knew it was going to be an expensive build. But just like building my classic cars, you know what? I try to create a budget. And I try to stay within that budget. And this one has been going past that budget. Like, going way past that budget already. And it's just like, you know what? I just keep on throwing money at it, you know, hey, fix this problem, fix this problem, fix that problem. But it's a never ending battle. And I mean, if you ever built a car, like, you know. But anyways, I don't want to bore you guys, so I'm going to attach the video as we're compression checking the engine and let you guys like to see, like, because you never know. Like, it's like almost like when you buy a car. You go out, you buy a car, you don't know what you're getting. Like me, I've been buying cars a long time. I own a lot of cars. And I can safely say I've been pretty lucky. Like, I've never really bought a car and had an issue. No, I'm going to take that back, because I drive a Toyota Prius. I commute a lot for work. So I bought this car. Perfectly well maintained car, little old lady. Perfect example. Only had it serviced at Toyota. And it was a great car. Dirt cheap. Oh, no. Let me take that back. It wasn't dirt cheap. I paid a high price for it. But for the miles, and I mean, I can walk over and pick up the file because I'm looking at it right now. Lady had a file on it for all the services from the Toyota dealership. And it was just like, it was too perfect to let go. So I bought it. But 6 months later, that battery went out. That battery pack. Now, I could have been cheap like a lot of people and went to one of those places where they just replaced 1 or 2 cells. But no, hell no. I did my research. And I realized that, you know what? It's not cost effective. The only time you're going to do that is if you're going to burn somebody and replace 2 or 3 cells and then sell it. And when it dies on them in 3 months or 6 months, oh well, it's not your problem no more. Well, I'm not that kind of person. I'm the kind of person, when I sell one of my cars, I replace all the rotors. I replace the brake pads. I flush out the brake system. I redo all that, because you know what? That's stopping power. That's one thing to me. Like, when I sell a car, I'm going to sell it to you. I'm going to make sure it's safe. Well, I like the car. Wasn't going to sell it. I wasn't going to junk it. And I wasn't going to just let it go or whatever. So, luckily, I got a lot of friends in the automotive industry. Went to Toyota, picked up, bought a battery pack, brand new from Toyota. I think I paid like $1,500 for it at my cost. So put that in there, runs good. Now, that's the thing, like when you buy something, whether you're a mechanic or you take it to a mechanic, it's never a guaranteed. Like, you don't know 100%, because sometimes shit happens, just like it happened to me. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. Attach the video, like I said, to this of us compression checking the motor. And I hope you guys all had a good holiday, Thanksgiving with the friends and the family, Friendsgiving if you're here in the States, like I said. If not, hope you guys had a good past weekend. And it, like I said, it's Friday. Have a good weekend. You know what? I hope you guys have a fun and safe weekend. Peace out, y'all. So these are my motors that I just bought from my buddy Mike right here, Mad Mike.
We'll start with cylinder 1.
I'm gonna compression check these motors. He pulled them out of running cars. Doing these B series swaps. You know, we're gonna keep mine single cam. Got to keep it California street legal. And let's see.
There we go. 10%.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's beautiful. We're in the green.
Next one.
Look at that, like brand new. So I was gonna
also too.
Yep, look at
Not
that.
overshooting it. Number 3. Houston, we have a problem.
Houston, we got issues.
There we go. Turn it the wrong way.
Boom.
Let's try this again. Another good one.
Look at that.
Damn near perfect.
And that's the one that's getting sent out to the motor builder. We'll see him at a later date. But so basically, we're getting both these motors right here. This one's going to the engine builder. This one right here, we're going to test and tune and blow this one up, most likely. We'll have fun. We'll definitely have fun with that one. But that one right there, that'll be shedding off because this actually comes out of a 92-95 Civic. And this right here, you got a JDM bottom end with the D16 Y8 head. So,
Mini-me.
yep, that one we're not going to keep in my Civic because I got a true Civic SI hatch, so I want to keep it at least with the D16 Z6. And then if not, I got other motors I can choose from, I guess. He got a couple of them. I'll just steal that turbo setup and that intercooler right there from him. He's a friendly guy. He let his friend borrow his motor over here, so hey, why not?